Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you're new. We got a collective read today, and then I'm going to come back later with some sign readings. We're going to start with Aquarius and then cycle through the zodiac from there. We're doing the as above, so below spread that I came up with yesterday, so we can see what's going on with the cosmic energy, the grounded energy, and then how we're functioning in the in between. Okay. What? Hi. We're using the. Hello, Huey. We're using the First Light Tarot, the Celtic Lenormand, and the Animal Familiars deck. Hi. And there is a cat on the table, so hopefully she won't lay across the cards and mess things up like she likes to do. Again, she ignores me all day until I sit down and press record, and then she has to be the center of the attention. So let's see how long she lasts. For the First Light Tarot, hi baby. Remember, not all messages will resonate for all of you, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all at different points in the timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which characters you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved or an observer. I can only read the energies, so place yourself where you resonate. The top row with the First Light Tarot is the energy from the divine and how it is working in the situation. We have the Empress, which means development, growth, abundance, and productivity. We have the energy card, which reminds us that everything connects back to source and that we should flow with the energy because it's bigger than we are. And then we have the star, Aquarius energy, high Aquarius, potential success, happy endings, and promising beginnings. Let's see, what are the notes on here? It says dormant opportunities and wishes are now possible. Star energy also for me means redirection because we always, well, not always, but the symbolism of the star is that is where mariners used to, um, that's what mariners used to use to plot their course. So to me, the star is your soul's direction, your life's purpose, where you want to go in order to be happy, where you place your wishes, your dreams, and your journey. Okay. So we have the energies of development, the energy of source, and the energy of potential. I like that. To me, it means that the source is developing, okay, nurturing, growing, encouraging a new direction if you so choose to take it. That's interesting because one of the cards down here in the below energy is the path card again. It has a milestone marker and two paths going on either side. One towards the mountains, which looks crooked and difficult, and one towards the shoreline, which is smooth and easy. We'll get to that because the energies on the each side of the path card are really, really interesting here. So I want to delve into what's in the middle. So underneath Empress and development, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Now, the Seven of Wands is usually defending your victory because it comes after the Six of Wands, which is victory and recognition, a hard road, finally won. You get to the end of something that you fought for and you return victorious. The Seven of Wands is defending that victory. You're on the high ground, you have the Ace of Wands in your hands, and you are defending your stance. It's like you're defending why you're worthy of that victory. However, this one is in the reverse. So this means that there is a feeling in the collective of being off-footed, being I heard equilibrium, but I heard it's teetering. It's teetering. Um, it's not fully knocked off your game or off your horse or whatever, but it is wavering energy. It's no longer having the high ground. So something that was in development, I think in the collective, something that we were nurturing, something we were trying to grow and be productive about, now we are in the position of trying to defend it, trying to preserve it, trying to establish the fact that we deserve it, but it's in the reverse. Now that energy is wavering. Do we deserve this? There may have been a setback, and now we feel like we're sliding backwards. We're backsliding from this opportunity. Under energy, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, this is a little bit different. Two sevens, it's 14, which breaks down to a 5, and 5 is conflict and change. Excuse me. Under energy, like I said, it was a reminder that all energy is from source, and you should ride it and accept it, go with it, go with the flow, right? Um, Talking about water, if you go against the current, it's much harder. You're pushed back. You're impeded. There's no progress. It could be dangerous. But if you go with the flow in the direction that the energy is flowing, you will go much faster. Things will be much more in sync for you. It's like don't fight the current, right? Because that current flow, that's from source. You can't really fight that. And it's like that's why the Seven of Wands is in reverse. Because our fight is impeded. Somebody is going against the energy flow. Seven of Swords upright is it's that the thief in the night energy. But I don't always read it that way. Sometimes it's okay, they're telling me to go ahead and read it that way this time, but then to emphasize that this is in reverse. The Seven of Swords energy is somebody stealing something out from under you, okay? This could play into what is happening in politics right now in the collective. There have been many reports of people who have invested in new employment, new opportunities to expand their finances, and some of those contracts are being pulled out from under us. That's very Seven of Wands energy being pulled out from under us, meaning we are off-footed. We are unsteady, unbalanced. Our power has been shifted, and now we're fighting to regain our high ground. Here in the Seven of Swords, it's a feeling of somebody getting away with something underneath somebody's nose, somebody stealing and running. Come on, get down. Thank you. Taking something out from under us. But we have to remember that the swords is mental energy. So this isn't anything really tangible. This is more like ideas and information, maybe. Well, yeah, actually, information has been stolen in the collective recently. So yeah, that could play into it here. But they want me to go back to how I usually interpret the Seven of Swords. And that to me is self preservation. The idea that nobody can really steal your thoughts. That's what the swords are: mental energy, information, insight, opinions, data, how we process things, our intellect, our inner thoughts. So the inner thoughts, just like the swords, have double edges. Our inner thoughts can be positive or negative. So this can be doubt and fear. This can be negative self-talk. It can be gossip. It can be listening to people who don't have your best interests in mind, and that all causes mental instability. Well, I don't want to say mental instability, but what I'm trying to describe is doubting yourself. And when you doubt yourself, you're your own worst enemy. Okay. And that goes along with that Seven of Wands in reverse, how we're feeling off center and not at our best, not on our high ground, not in the victorious position anymore. In the reverse, the Seven of Swords is somebody who has gotten away with something, but to me, usually, it's not anything malicious. Again, it could be. I have to read it both ways. I do. I guess it's my Libra nature that I know there's positive and negative to both cards, all the cards, no matter if they're upright or in reverse. So this could be us feeling like something else from the energy, in the energy, something out of our control has gotten away with something that we have invested in. And because of that, it's affecting how we think of things. It's affecting the information we have at our disposal. It's affecting our thought processes. It's affecting the morals we hold and the ideals we hold. That's all mental stored energy. In the reverse, Seven of Swords to me sometimes means that there is regret. And somebody is caught, somebody regrets, and it wasn't malicious in the first place. It was self-preservation. In the card, in the many other decks, it shows somebody who's running off with Seven Swords away from what seems to be in the distance a camp with tents in it. Now, I always read that as a camp, like a circus, because the tents were always very colorful. And then I saw one interpretation that was saying it was old fashioned when before armies had barracks and they were on the move and they were on campaign, they would set up tents in a little enclave so that they can have their base. But I would assume that army tents for some kind of armed offensive would not be so colorful because they wouldn't want to draw attention to themselves. That's why, to me, it was circus tents. And the person running away with the swords was running away with what they had left of their mental clarity from a circus, saying, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my fucking problem. I'm taking what's left of my mental stability and I'm getting the fuck out of here. In the card, the person is making off with 5 swords, and on the ground, he's dropped 2. That represents the 2 of swords of indecision, of not having any good options, being caught between a rock and a hard place, and having to make a very tough decision. And he's running away with the 5 swords of the 5 of swords card, which is ending of a conflict, but there's no winner. There's no winner here. And it's just like I said, it's like the get out of dodge card. It's not necessarily malicious. It's how some people interpret it. Somebody stealing something and getting away with it. Okay, but why? I always have to ask that, but why? And usually it comes off, it's that because they can't take any more and they had to go. This in the reverse has an air of it didn't work. It's like they tried to steal away, they tried to get away, they tried to self-preserve what they had left, but something in the energy is making them regret it. And it's not like there was a punishment here, because I don't feel any punishment here. It was just the circumstances weren't I don't want to say it wasn't as greener on the other side, because that's not why they fled. They fled for self-preservation. Now this could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. And then the fact that it's in reverse means that they got caught. They got caught, and now they're apologetic. They're, feeling bad about their actions. But again, I don't feel any malice here. This wasn't done to hurt anybody, it was done to preserve what they had left. Um, on top of the star card, the potential. Um, oh, interesting. On top of the star card, potential, redirection, a new, it's like when your GPS, when you kind of go off road or off path, and you make a mistake and you make a wrong turn, and your GPS is like recalculating routes. That's kind of what this feels to me, is that you're getting back on track towards the star, towards your dreams, towards your wishes, towards your direction, towards your soul's purpose. On top of that, we've got Eight of Wands, wonderful energy, fire energy again, usually means communication, fast communication. But to me, communication sometimes has sword energy, so I don't give it just communication. The Eight of Wands is fast, what is it? Momentum. A situation has momentum. Does that come with communication and people reaching out and things like that? Absolutely. But to me, the Eight of Wands mostly means that the energy is moving forward. There will be a change of momentum here. Quick, decisive action. That's what I was trying to get to. This is interesting because, like I was talking about in the last reading with Mars, Mars right now is in retrograde. So the energy of movement and vitality and passion and drive is um, pulled back a little bit. Now, that might not seem like it because other things are happening so quickly in the collective and politics and everything. It seems like it's running away from us outside of our control. That's the energy of here of the divine. Once Mars goes direct in about 2 weeks, it's like a car that's spinning his wheels and then he shifts into gear and bam, he takes off like a bat out of hell. Okay, so this energy to me means that there's a chance for redirection. The Eight of Wands is quick, decisive action. As soon as Mars comes out of retrograde, and that energy, it's like the gate opening up at the horse race, where they're in their pen and they're waiting and they're pacing and they're not getting anywhere and nothing is happening. And as soon as the countdown happens and the gate opens, that horse is taking off like a fucking shot. And that's exactly what's going to happen when Mars goes direct. So this feels like past, present, future, perhaps that we should recalculate, redirect. I heard we've got to forgive ourselves for the misstep. We have to regain our footing because once we're ready and that shot goes off, we want to be able to dig in and take off. Okay? Like a runner. The foot's in position, but they're stuck until the gun goes off. But they're saying with this Seven of Wands in reverse, we're off-footed, okay? And so they're telling us to get your footing back into place, because once the gun goes off and the doors open and the energy flow opens up with Mars going direct, that Eight of Wands comes in, which is momentum and quick decisive action. With the star here, a redirection towards your goals. Everything's going to be moving really fast. So I want to double check something on that Seven of Swords because I feel like I'm missing something. Hang on. Okay, I paused at 1805, 1905, something like that. For those looking for number syncs, remorse and consequences is what I was looking for. So the energy, on top of the energy flow, source bringing in a development that makes us feel off-footed. We were in the Seven of Swords energy of trying to self-preserve and get the fuck out of a bad situation. In reverse, now we're apologetic because there was consequences. Damn. I totally forgot that other word. Sorry. Remorse. Okay. Remorse at getting caught and consequences. So the remorse at getting caught, um, sure, this could be once Mars goes direct and then energy flow is released. The people who were stealing the information or may get caught and have quote unquote remorse and consequences. Don't buy it, okay? It's all fake. Anyways, but now there's the reverse of that because there are also people who are caught up in their own remorse for what did I hear before? It was something about I bought it. I don't know if that resonates for anybody, but I kept hearing I bought it. I bought it and now I'm sorry. It's not like I gave in. It's like, remember, the swords are mental energy. So this is things that people tell us. This is information. This is something that ended up not being what they thought it was going to be. And now they're in a position of um, consequences of falling for that. And now there's an energy of apologetic remorse at the consequences of what they've done. Excuse me. So, um, Empress energy development, that Seven of Wands in reverse. The developments that are out of our control have made us feel off-footed. I know I keep coming back to the word. I swear I'll think of something better. Off the high ground, I heard also, because the divine is in play here, and it said it's like the divine is taking responsibility for this Seven of Swords in reverse. The people who are trying to make off with the information are now in reverse. They're caught, they're remorseful, and there are going to be consequences. That's on top of energy, which is source, the flow of source. It's like I made this. Oh my God, I did this, I heard. And if anybody's been paying attention to the memes, there's a sticker that's been going around of a certain political figure with this finger pointed up going, I did that. But it's always attached to things that are very negative because that was his doing. So that's what I heard. I heard I did that. And the source saying I did that. I made them I tripped them on their way out and I made them face their consequences. That's what I'm hearing. Because usually in the card, the Seven of Swords, the person carrying off the swords is looking behind them. He's not looking in front of him where he's stepping. And sometimes in certain decks, there will be a trap there at his feet. Sometimes it's a snake ready to bite him. Sometimes it's a hole where he's about to step in. It's some kind of trap that he doesn't see because he's busy looking over his shoulder. So in the reverse here, he may have been tripped up a little bit thanks to source. As a result of that, we now have the bursting forth of that Mars energy when it goes direct. It's almost like source is trying to time it, you know? It's almost like source is trying to time it with the opening of that gate, the shotgun that allows Mars energy to go direct. Um, it's like this person is getting away. I'm going to trip them so that they stumble and buys us some time before Mars goes direct, and that way the good momentum can come into play a little sooner. Well, not a little sooner, but like I said, it's going to buy some time. So, with this Eight of Wands, this I believe is us. And then the Seven of Wands is also some in the collective, not the people that are listening to tarot, but the people that we are dealing with that are also in our collective who have been tripped up by this false information. and are now facing consequences of their decisions. Okay. But like I said, the trip up is happening because of Source and its energy in play. Um, they're literally showing me the divine putting a foot out to trip somebody who's trying to run by. And they stumble and they drop things and they're a little bit hurt and they're discombobulated. Something feels like it's in the works that's going to knock down somebody who's trying to run off with something, okay? And then again, it's to buy time for the star energy to align with that Eight of Wands quick, decisive action. I love it. I know it sounds vague, but it'll resonate if it resonates. Um, below, in the below energy, I love this. Like I said, in the middle, we've got the pathway card. Two paths and a milestone marker, and one goes off towards the mountains, and the path towards the mountains looks very uneven. And of course, mountains always symbolize obstacles and a hard road, difficult traveling. And then the other path leads towards the ocean or the shoreline, and that path seems very smooth and even. The thing I want you to remember is that we don't see what's beyond the horizon here on either side. So the path that's smooth and even that leads to the shoreline, you don't know what's beyond there. It could be the easy path, but what's in the horizon that we can't see? It could be pirates. It could be falling off a cliff. It could be something that totally messes up your journey, even though you picked that way because it looks like it would be easier. But then the path towards the mountains, it's very crooked. It's very uneven, and the mountains are very daunting and intimidating and a big obstacle. But the key they were showing me with mountain energy is reminding me of in Lord of the Rings when they had to go through the Misty Mountain and go into the mines of Moria. They had to, I don't know if I'm getting too mixed up, but they're showing me the two symbols together, okay? They that the symbol of that going towards and over the mountain was so daunting and so overwhelming, but what they forgot was that there's a doorway going through it if you can find it, and that totally cuts off right through the obstacle, right through the overwhelm. It's like a secret passage to get through the difficulty. And you would not have known that it would be there if you had chosen the straight path because it looked easy. So not everybody is going to choose the difficult path. But if you do choose the difficult path, there's going to be some kind of secret way through that you would not have known about had you chosen the easy way. I love this because on either side, and I'm going to try to hold them up so that you can see this. On either side of the path card, we've got the dog and the cat. Okay? Oh, I hope you can see that. I'm going to maybe try to screen cap it like this so you can see what I'm looking at. Does that look good? Hang on. There. See that? Ugh, see, I hate ads. I'm so sorry. There's way too many on this video. I'm going to pause it real quick. So here we go. There's the pathway, and one leads towards the mountains and the dog, and one leads towards the sea and the cat. Earlier, they're reminding me how earlier I was mentioning the star card and how ancient mariners used to plot their course by the stars. That's talking about the boat. And I remember yesterday I was saying somebody doesn't want to get on the boat. The thing is here, okay, the symbolism of the two animals. Dog energy is very loyal and traditional and faithful. It's loyal, dependable, supportive, faithful. It could be a friend or companion, a reliable guide, an affectionate protector, or a capable ally. Okay? On the other side, we've got the cat. And the cat is somebody who loves companionship and freedom. Do you see the balance there? I love to be with you, but you be over there and I'll be over here and I'm going to do my thing. I see you. We're friends and we can do this together, but we're independent of each other. There's curiosity and caution. And those are all very good things to have in a balance. But it's also independence, intelligence, shrewdness, observant, keen, careful perception. Okay? Awareness, helpfulness, and affection. So you've got two different energies here on the two different pathways. And what it showed to me when I first dropped these cards was loyalty versus independence. Okay? Do you stay the steady course? Do you stay with tradition? Do you stay with being loyal to what has always guided you? Because the dog ends up on the side of the pathway with the mountain. That's the harder road. But it's also the road that leads to that gateway that will take you through the hardships and obstacles. But you have to try to find it. And not everybody will go that road and find it. Just like in Lord of the Rings, how they were showing me. There was a certain time period, there was a certain moment where you had to be in the right place at the right time on that mountain for the doorway to open. And if you missed it, and I think it was like the autumn equinox. I think it was like some date in the fall. And if you missed it, you missed it. You can't go through the mountain that way. You would have to go over it. You would have to traverse it the hard way. Now, the path towards the easy way is this cat energy, this independence, this intelligent, shrewd person or situation. But this card recently has been giving me the energy of somebody who is going to give you a side quest. Okay? And that's really, really interesting because I was like, that pathway that goes towards the sea, you don't know what's in the horizon. It could be pirates. It could take you completely off course. And then knowing that the cat card for me means somebody is offering you a side quest. So there's two paths here. Do you stick with faithful tradition that will get you through the mountain, or do you go off the path the easy way and maintain your own independence towards a whole new adventure? You don't know what's beyond the horizon. That easy path could lead to hardships on the other side, and the difficult path could lead to an easier way through on the other side. You see how, and that's why choosing which way to go is so difficult. I can't tell you which way that anybody's going to choose, but I can show you the good and the bad on both. So along the difficult path, you have this dog energy, loyal guidance, okay? Affectionate protection. This could be spiritual allies. This could be friends and family. This could be passed on loved ones, being a guide. This could be your dog. If any of you out there have pets that have passed over, I believe this is a Brittany or a water dog of some kind. Okay? And he's looking for you. Do you see how alert he is looking off to the left? It's like he hears you coming, hears you approaching the pathway. He's positioned right there at the crossroad, and he's ready to lead you whichever way you want to go. But also at the crossroad is this shrewd energy here, looks like the Cheshire cat, and it's like you could go that way, or you could go this way, and do something else first. Remember, side quests. It's like taking you away from the main quest so that you have other things to do first. I'm not a gamer, but I have had gamers in my life, and those side quests can sometimes take days. And then what do you get in the what do you get in the end? You know, something that can equip you later? I don't know. It's up to you to decide if a side quest is warranted right now. Are you going to go around? The thing with the side quest is you always end up learning something new. And I know a lot of people, especially me, get very frustrated with that. Oh, I get to learn a lesson. Oh, great. But the lessons we learn along those side paths are always so valuable. And it's going to become something that you can use along the way that you wouldn't have had if you had chosen the easy road. Now, again, the easy road with the faithful guide going through the mountain, finding that inn, finding the secret door, going through the mountain. Yeah, it cuts time off, it cuts difficulty. But with the other way, you'll gain something valuable. Whereas just taking the road with the faithful tradition, you won't get that level up. I don't know if that's coming out right. I hope the symbolism is there for what I'm trying to say. Either way, the hard road could be made easy, but you won't gain as much as the easy road that becomes difficult because you will learn something along the way that becomes an asset. Okay? They're showing me in a game like you go out, you accept the cat's side quest and you got to go do something that is just absolutely dumb, but you gain like a new kind of sword or a new upgrade to your armor or a book that will equip you with something later. You know what I mean? So basically, when I laid these, the first thing that came to me was that you can choose the road of faithful tradition, or you can choose a road of independence that will take you kind of off the side route, but you'll gain something even more valuable than if you would stick with this tradition. Now, don't get me wrong, if you stick with the tradition, that dog loyalty energy is going to lead you right. Okay, it's going to lead you right. It's going to lead you true. It's never going to abandon you. You know what I mean? There's good on both, and there's negative on both. The key to choosing which way is what experience will be more valuable to you in the future. Will it be the hard/easy or the easy/hard? I really, really hope that's coming out right. Whatever the case, we've got star energy here, which is potential. It's finding that new direction, and here you have the pathway where you get to choose that new direction. Okay, Eight of Wands is that Mars energy. When Mars finally goes direct, you finally get some momentum to push you on whichever path you want to take. Now there will be guides on both. The cat is a guide on that other one, but they're finicky. Okay, they disappear, they are very independent, but they have really valuable qualities, like I was saying before. They love companionship and their freedom. They have curiosity, but they're also cautious. They're independent, but they also love cooperation. Okay, they're intelligent and shrewd and wise and observant and all those good things that you will need on that side quest. Cat and dog energy, very different paths, very different outcomes, different things that you will gain, different things that you will need. But there's a very great opportunity here to absolutely be in charge enough to choose which way you want to go. I hope that's resonating. We're going to get some angel ancestor, yeah, ancestor oracle, ancestor oracle messages here. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. Um, if you're vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do you a 3-card spread as a thank you. Personal, we can do it by email or a video link that only you will get, like a YouTube link that only you will get, or we can do something where it's like a video link up, like Facebook Messenger or something. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in my description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, donations. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Can I please get 2 angels and ancestors? Oh, she came out yesterday. Medicine Mother for the collective here for the weekend energies, please. One more. Thank you. Elder. Interesting. Medicine Mother and Elder. Okay. Medicine Mother is honor your inner knowing, and the Elder means move beyond ancestral patterns. That's interesting. That was the energy I was getting from the dog energy, that old traditional being loyal to tradition. What's tradition but peer pressure from the dead? We are free to make our own new traditions, okay? So, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. It says take action and do what you know you need to do, okay? That's that 8 of Wands energy towards the star potential. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. So with that energy, it always shows me from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where he's with Sean Connery as his father. He has to go on this faith walk, okay? And he is an atheist. His father is very religious, but he's an atheist. Now this is coming in with that dog energy, the loyalty to tradition, okay? So this is about that taking that first step, and when you do, the next one will be presented to you. So there's a scene in the movie, spoilers, but it's like 25 years old already, so I can't help you. Where he's standing on a precipice, and he has to take a step with faith, and he's like, what am I going to have faith for? I'm just going to fall into this crevice, into this deep abyss. I'm just going to fall. There's nothing here for me to step onto. And he just has to keep repeating to have faith, to have faith, to have faith. And he steps off and he steps right onto what he did not see was a bridge. Okay, so that kind of is the symbolism here. Once that momentum kicks in and you have the choice of that path, if you're faced with a precipice like that, you have to step with faith, because there's going to be the next step revealed to you once you take the first step. And that first step is always terrifying. Okay. Now we have the elder. It says move beyond ancestral patterns. It says move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is the embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a redemption of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success or failure, sadness or sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that they have created for you. The last time this card came out, I received a message from someone's passed on male energy, like a grandfather or uncle or father, and he was saying that on the other side, these earthly traditions, they're not bound by that shit anymore. So anybody who may have been bigoted in some way, racist, overly religious, and kept the family in very strict roles, they said release that because that's not part of our journey anymore. Okay? And I know that's really hard, and I know that feels like the easy way out. Like, oh, now we get to release it. Now we get to release the trauma that you've done to us. And it's an energy of forgive me because I'm releasing you. Okay? There's an energy of being released from the restrictive traditions that had come before. And I know a lot of us in the collective, I've been dealing with that also in regards to the politics that have come about recently. Where does that loyalty lie? Oh, yeah. Oh, they wanted to remind me. Blood is thicker than water, right? A lot of times when you are trying to break free from some kind of structure or tradition that you were raised in or that you were forced to believe is the way to go. Dog energy, very Taurus energy, tradition for the sake of tradition. They'll invariably tell you that your loyalty belongs with the family, with the structure, with the tradition, because blood is thicker than water. What they ignore is the whole Bible verse is that the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So it's not saying that blood ties are thicker than earthly pursuits. It's actually the opposite. The blood of the covenant, which if you're religious or spiritual or whatever, if you're religious, I'll say it the religious way. If so, now bear with me because I'm not Christian, okay? But if you're religious, I'll do it this way. The blood that Christ shed to bring the new covenant from the Father to the people, if you accept that and are consecrated in that walk, you owe your allegiance to the Father. You owe your allegiance to your faith. And in order to fulfill that, you have to walk your soul's purpose, your soul's journey, because that is set between you and God. And people who say, well, you owe your allegiance to family because blood is thicker than water, that's not what they're talking about. That's not what the Bible means. It means you owe your allegiance to walking the path that the Creator set you on. And you don't owe any faithfulness to the womb that bore you, the waters of the womb, right? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the waters of the womb. So if you are choosing a path that takes you away from those strict traditions that you were raised with, that is your path. And to not walk that path is denying your arrangement or your destiny that was set for you by your creator. Because you're listening to the elders right here. And the elder is saying, none of that matters. Okay? And to forgive them, the ones in the past, because they release you from it now. All right? I love when that card comes up. We're going to do a few of, I hope that didn't get too heavy. I'm sorry. I'm not religious. I'm not Christian. So I tried to do that the best I could. Let's get some final insight. Oh, 1111, energy gateway. You are connected. A chance will be presented to change. Oh, there could be a soul connection or soulmate or twin flame energy in the mix here. Oh my God, the red string of fate. These two never come out together, but they are always meant to come. Oh my gosh. Some on the path here are going to be redirected towards their twin. Fated love, twin flame, connected souls, soulmates, divine bond that is unbreakable. Believe me, I've tried. The red string with the twin flame is unbreakable. And 1111, which is sometimes called the twin flame or soulmate energy card. No, angel number message. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Yeah, energy gateway. You are connected. This could mean you are still connected to that twin flame. Okay. A chance will be presented to change. There's a soul connection here. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that fell out side by side like that. What a twist. What a frickin' twist, because I did not see that coming. That could be one path or the other. That's incredible. Cobwebs, I like that. It says you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. Oh my goodness. Oh, star energy again. This time as the fairy godmother. Blessings, healing, a wish, direction, renewal, and finding your way. We've got 222, keep the faith. Timely and auspicious opportunities are coming. Stand strong in your personal truths. Cobwebs, let's get two more? One or two more? Okay. Oh, did you want me to take that? Oh, no, I can't find it. Shoot. I put it back now. Oh, there it is. Okay. They really wanted me to keep that. 6 of Cups reversed. This is an energy of being stuck in the past. This may have to do with the twin flame soulmate energy, but I'm getting this mostly having to do with that 7 of Swords in reverse, the regret for the consequences of that self-preservation move. But somebody's dwelling on it. This could be you or another person. Somebody dwelling on something. There were 2 paths here. And this may have been something with a twin flame or soulmate. I know that didn't come out before. But sometimes as the reading goes and the message changes, it includes more people and more situations. So if I'm going to read it with that soulmate card, which I'm kind of jaded towards love and soulmates right now. That's maybe why I didn't pick it up. But it could be somebody who took a wrong turn. They did not follow their star. They followed a different path, which ended up leading somewhere that they didn't expect to go. and now they're stuck in that guilty kind of consequence feeling. And it could have had to do with family tradition. It could have been somebody who could not choose the soulmate because the family tradition was restricting them from doing so. Just give me a couple more, please. But that fairy godmother is here now. It's like giving you a wish. See, there's that poison. A situation or something in it is toxic. Negative whisperings and heavy energy is around. That could be the obstacle that's keeping these two souls apart. Lastly, we have the hand of faith. The divine is at work and forces beyond your control are in play. I love when these two come out together, and they so often do. And it just blows my mind that they do come out together so often. You got the hand of faith, which is telling you the divine is at work. Okay, there's energy that you can't control, but you are being protected. Okay, forces beyond your control are in play. And then you've got the cobwebs saying you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. So this goes along with energy, the divine flow. Okay, this is also giving me a feeling of this is the delay. This is the trip up. You see how the hand is out, like stop? Don't move just yet. Don't move right now because the pathway isn't lined up yet. Okay? Remember I was talking about that Seven of Swords, how the divine is going to trip them so that when Mars goes direct, the path is a little bit more in sync. That's what I'm feeling here. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get to the soulmate energy about this. This was kind of just very vague about choosing something that didn't pan out. It had very heavy politics energy that's going on right now. But I love when I get to the ancestors cards and after that, because it really does clarify a lot. Stuck in the past. And then 222. Keep the faith. All right. That's what I have for collective. I'm sorry it took so long to get to the soulmate stuff at the end, but definitely somebody is being given an opportunity to redirect their path. Now, the problem is there's going to be two very different ways to go. Like I said, dog energy is very loyal to tradition. Cat energy is very independent and free. And which way are you going to choose? Because one of them will lead to this soulmate reunion. Okay? Definitely definitely get in touch with your higher self, because that is the star that you have to hook your direction to, is that higher self. It's represented in, oh, I forgot to do the bottoms. And here we have the Hermit right on the bottom of the one deck. The Hermit card here, remember, is Virgo energy, and he holds a lantern with a star in it. That's the higher self, which is represented here with the star card, Aquarius, getting in touch with your higher self, because that's the direction that your journey is supposed to go. So redirect towards your heart's desire. That's what I'm being told. Underneath the Lenormand deck, we have flowers, which means a gift, happiness, and grace. But underneath with the first light tarot, we've got resistance. So there's resistance to this new pathway because somebody's not prepared. Somebody is not prepared. It says preparation here. Seeking answers. A middle ground. Oh, wow, that pathway is split into two, but this is calling for, oh, you're stuck at the middle ground. Somebody's stuck at the middle ground. So have patience with yourself, because you have to, or somebody in the collective has to make a difficult choice on pathway. and the window is coming soon where the momentum is going to be conducive to that new movement. I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated. Thank you for sticking with me until I see you in the next couple of days. Okay, thanks. Bye.